Welcome back to Masterclass Extra Time. Manchester United have drawn 1-1 with Everton, but we're going to talk about Martial, Rob. And I want to be positive about Martial because he's a player that gets a lot of flack on Twitter. He's someone that hasn't lived up to expectations over the last season and a half or so. I'm delighted for him. It was a fantastic taking goal. He played off the left-hand side. We need to talk about that because obviously he's played the last couple of years as a number 9. Are you happy to see that Martial looks like he could be getting his confidence back up and he could be an asset for Manchester United this season?
Well, it was a little bit of a shock when we got to Old Trafford that we saw he was on the team sheet. I think people felt that United needed a big performance, and no offence to Anthony, it doesn't feel that you would turn to him if you're looking for a winning goal at the moment. His confidence looks low previous. But I think he had a good game. He had a good game and he took his goal really well. He had other opportunities. You just mentioned there about the number 9. I think that because of the state of United, with the sense that you got Cavani and Ronaldo in the squad, that it can only take minutes away from him as a number 9. So he's probably going to have to play on the left. I don't particularly think he's a great left-sided player in a 4-2-3-1. I don't think it suits him. However, we know that right foot is deadly. He likes to come in on it, and that gives him the opportunity to kind of get some more space on that side. So a good day at the office for Anthony Martial, a really, really good goal. I think he had a bit of a knock. That's why he was pulled. It wasn't because of anything else. It's sinister. We don't know what that's about. But it's good to have him back because I think we need an Anthony Martial who's really popping in that front line, someone who can add value when your other strikers are not quite doing it.
Absolutely. I tweeted the same thing. It's a squad game, Rob. If Manchester United want to win a title, they need to have every single component of the squad firing. And we just have the who scored graphic here. And Martial came out with 7.2. So I'm just having a look here. And he was the top performer with Bruno Fernandes, and they obviously combined for the goal. I mean, that's really good for his confidence. I was very surprised to see him play, but what can he offer, let's say, that maybe Sancho doesn't offer on that left-hand side, Rashford, or even Paul Pogba? Because I think Ollie's still trying to figure out that 3 behind the striker, or even the striker at the moment.
Yeah, he's a different type of player to those players that you mentioned. So we know that Rashford's going to give you pace. We know that Jadon's going to give you assists and a bit of trickery. And we know what Paul Pogba does. Paul Pogba's form on the left-hand side this season has been sensational with the assists. He's got more than anyone in the Premier League. But if you want to be a little bit more direct and you want to push a defence back, then Anthony Martial is certainly working in that kind of 4 players there that you see here on our graphic, Martial, Fernandes, Greenwood and Cavani. You can have a pressing unit there. So Anthony Martial is not the greatest pressing entity in the world, but as part of a unit, he can certainly do it. And he proved it as a number 9 last year, that when Bruno was being the press, he could do the second wave press. And in this shape here, he can do that job on the left-hand side. I still think that there is the opportunity to be exposed by the opponent when Martial plays on the left, because it says that Luke Shaw being there, Luke Shaw wants to kind of push on and overlap. So I think we saw that Luke Shaw stuck in that first hour yesterday against Everton, that he kind of didn't go all the time in maybe other situations where if he had Rashford there or Pogba, he would be overlapping. But I think it's all positives. I think Anthony Martial at the moment has been no use to Manchester United this season. And it's just good to have someone like him with his talent finally becomes useful. The goal was really good. I just like the way that he puts foot through it, because that's what you want. Let's not mess around, yeah? When you get the ball in the box and you're a forward, hit the target, make the goalkeeper work. And I think maybe in years gone by, that's something that Martial has been guilty of, is not working goalkeepers on a consistent basis.
Something I just want to touch on, Rob, is that it was great to see how happy his teammates were for him as well, the bench as well. You saw Ronaldo and Ollie and everyone like that. But also you were in the ground yesterday and you saw everyone was singing the Martial song. That's going to do him wonders, isn't it? He's a confidence player. He needs to have love, and to see everyone cheering and singing his name is good for his confidence, and it can only benefit him.
Yeah, I think he needs love, and I think that obviously when you score goals, you're going to get love. So there's a balance there, isn't it? It's like go and do your job or do it well, and then at least you're not having people on your back. Now, I've still seen plenty of people on social media after the game criticise Martial, saying he didn't do enough, he didn't drive the play, didn't get enough shots off. He had one headed in at the back post that he didn't do particularly well with, and that didn't go in the back of the net. So you're always going to get detractors. That's not a problem. Get your goals, go on the pitch, play well and get your goals. If you do that, your stats will back you up, and that means you'll get minutes. As it stands, Cristiano Ronaldo has come to the football club. He's going to be the central striker. It means that I think that Martial's chance of playing as number 9 are almost zero now. I think it's going to be a rotation between Ronaldo and Cavani. And it means that if Martial wants a future at Manchester United, he needs to do a little bit more of what we saw against Everton and repeat it now in the weeks ahead.
Well said, Rob. And guys, we are live every single game the day after the Masterclass. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.